It's November, and it's time that I tell you guys some of the best mobile games that have recently come out or that you can expect this month. And we're going to start out with a banger from someone that you already know. That first game we're talking about is called Boat Game. This is one of Supercell Games' latest titles that is currently in a beta version that a lot of players just got the ability to test. It gives you the ability to kind of float around the open seas, find yourself to islands, and then get a battle royale style mechanic so that you could fight it out with other players so you can kind of hold down the territory. This is something that I personally know, having a good relationship with Supercell, is a big hit amongst the team. Everyone over there actually loves playing this game, and I really do think this is something that we'll see come to fruition over time. It'll be another big Supercell hit. Next up, we have Besiege Mobile, where you're gonna be creating these big monstrosities of equipment, I guess is the best way of putting it, and you're gonna be trying to take down a bunch of different items. As you can see right here, a catapult is being created to take down the structure in front. Not particularly a game that I would want to play myself, but it does seem like something that could be a lot of fun to try and create the proper arsenal to take down the big monstrosities in front of you. I think that there's definitely a niche of players that would enjoy this game, and I have to say, this one is made well, and it works really well on mobile also. Next up is Slender Threads. Now you hear the word Slender and you think of Slenderman, you think of horror, you think of scary. Well, this adventure game is going to bring you elements that you would come to expect from that. It's a very story-driven adventure style game with an art style that I actually quite like. It looks and feels like a graphic novel would feel. It definitely has a niche artistic style to it. You're gonna get puzzles and mystery along the way that are gonna guide you through really spooky experiences. If this is something that you're looking for and you maybe want to be on the edge of your seat or be a little bit of thrilled in the evenings while you try to play, this could be something that you want to take a look at and potentially download in November. Next up, we have a game called Inmost. This is a platformer style pixelated adventure game that, like the last one we just looked at, has a bit of a horror feel to it. Now, of course, this one's not going to be that spooky. I mean, it's pixelated and all of that, but it does seem like something that's quite interesting. The horror element in a platformer like this with the very subdued art and color style, I think, is something that's quite unique and something that we don't often see. I think this one's a lot of fun, combining cool artwork style in a pixelated fashion, a little bit of horror, a little bit of adventure, and a soundtrack that's quite enjoyable. I think we have a win for this one, especially for players that are into platformers and platformers that have a little bit of a retro styling to them. Duet Night Abyss is a new RPG style game that has that anime flair, the first anime flair title that we have on the list here for today. The graphics inside of this game seem pretty on point, and the character development is going to be a lot of fun too. Honestly, it's kind of standard for the genre, especially when we have the whole Japanese style characters inside of the game. I think the artwork is on point. The fun that you're going to have inside of this game is going to be probably some of the most action related fun that we've seen on this list today, maybe besides Boat Game. But maybe the boat game style is not something you're looking for. Maybe you want something a little bit more mature. Well, this would be probably the option for you if you're okay with that whole Japanese style game. This is a good one. I think it's one you should check out. If you don't like it, delete it, blame it on me. All right, so you're looking for an MMO or an RPG. The one that we're looking at here is called Legend of, is it pronounced Ymir or YMIR? Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but this is the title that you're gonna dive into if you're looking for a very large, immersive experience. The gameplay that you're seeing is actual gameplay from inside of the title, which tells you that this is a gorgeous looking game. I highly recommend this if you're looking for something that has a ton of depth, a lot of character development, and just tons of things to do. Basically, you're starting a new life inside of this game. The problem is, and the thing that a lot of people are probably complaining about, and the reason why it's maybe getting the ratings that it is because there are ways to pay to progress your account, which is becoming more and more common in many mobile games as time goes on. But if you're looking for an MMO, a large experience, playing with tons of people on the same server, all fighting it out in an open world together, this is a game that you're going to want to check out, at least give it a shot. I think that from the graphics, from the depth of gameplay, and from everything that's here inside of this game, it's worth the shot and it's worth your time. All right, let's get a little bit more simple. Let's get a little more basic, a little bit more retro. Let's jump into Sonic Rumble, a Sonic the Hedgehog game, 32-player battle royale with Sonic and fans. This is going to be a very casual style game. Call it a party game, if you will. That's gonna be a blast, a quick play, something you pick up, play for a little bit, and you can put it down and pick it up at another time. You won't get lost in the game, but you'll have a hell of a time while you're actually playing it. Honestly, it's one that you can pick up with your kids, spend a half an hour messing around in the game, getting these large battle royale battles, and have some fun. And I mean, it's very cartoon centric, so it's even good for some of the younger children that may want to play, you know, if you're a mom or dad in the same position. Let me introduce you to Sword of Justice, another MMO RPG game with a flair of Asian artistry and even theme inside of the game. This one I'm not as big a fan of as the previous that we shared, but I'll tell you, the customization side of this game is awesome, and the character development, the characters themselves are actually beautiful. Definitely, if you're an MMO fan, give it a shot. Dr. Slender Remastered. All right, you want a horror game. I don't particularly like them. This is not my favorite genre, but I'm probably in the minority here. I know there's a lot of you that love those creepy, scary, jump scare style first-person games. This is exactly what they got for you right here. I think this one is done well. I think it definitely is creepy at times, and I think that the graphics are actually pretty good from what we typically see in this genre. So, what are we looking at here? In my opinion, it's a win and worth it if you want to get some jump scares. Bleach Soul Resonance is an RPG fighting game that you may enjoy if you're looking for a new fighting title for your phone. This one seems like it's some quick fun. It seems like it has some actual battle mechanics and not an autoplay mechanic. So if you want a fighter, well, this is the only option I have for you this month. All right, so you want a strategy game. Here, Riff Tiff. This one is not going to shine on you because of graphics, but the strategy element inside of this game is the best strategy available right now inside of this list. Minus Kingshot, which is something I play every single day. This game is very cool looking, very unique, very artistic, and simplistic at the same time. If you're looking for something that's a quick pickup and in the strategy genre. Oh, and I don't know if you just heard the music change in this one, but the sounds inside of the game are quite unique, and they really bring you into the whole atmosphere of the title. And you got Faily breaks. Super simple, super fun, racing style combat game. If you're looking for something that's gonna be a bit of fighting, you know, I mean, you could see that you could actually shoot with your vehicle here, and you want a racing game that's really just goofy, this is what you got. It seems like it's a good time to just jump into quickly, not something that's gonna hold your attention for long periods of time though. So right now is when you let me know which one of the games on the list here today is your favorite. Let me know down in the comments section below, and if you like the content, I put out videos for the most part about Kingshot on this channel on a regular basis. I have an Echo Raid Shadow Legends channel where I put out videos focusing on Raid, and an Echo Gaming Diablo channel where I focus on Diablo Immortal. Hope to see you in the comments of all of those channels and all those videos. Content never ends. Have a great day.